Namaste everyone, I am Yani Unju Asmi Bato and today I'll be discussing about the history of the food service industry in India. Did you know that India is the world's largest producer of milk, pulses and jute, and ranks as the second largest producer of rice, wheat, sugarcane, groundnut, vegetables, fruit, and cotton? It is also one of the leading producers of spices, fish, poultry, livestock, and plantation crops. India is the world's third largest economy after the US and China. Wow, India is a great country. Now, let's try to go back to its history of the food service industry. A long time ago, a lot of travelers or pilgrims who want to go to travel in a religious or sacred places. Whenever they get tired, of course, they want to seek for shelter, food, and a place to rest. Back in medieval time, in Dharamshila, India, food services and production were usually situated in pilgrimage. These establishments provided foods to sustain the hungry and the poor at fixed times and to pilgrims who want to donate money in return for the services provided and thus sustain the activities of these shelters. As time goes by, these food services also slowly develop with time. There are a lot of factors affecting development. One of these are the tradition and culture. Back then in India, eating outside was considered a taboo. Before and even if people go out for a long time for work, they would still carry food with them. However, with the traditions and cultures that brought the people back together in a large numbers attending festivals, social occasions, all of which involved eating together. There are food distribution, large scale food preparation, and service from early times. Another factor is the royal status. Centuries ago, royal households had a large number of inhabitants to serve the royalty who were placed in a hierarchy and had established food allowances, which were fixed according to their ranks, and a large number of staffs were employed for food preparation and service. In India, the states were governed by royalties who resided in palaces. The kitchens catered to an endless stream of people, including family members and guests, who were fed from the palaces of the kings. Education is also a factor for the development of India's food service industry. With more and more families sending their children to schools, colleges, and universities, residence hall, dormitories, and hostels providing boarding and lodging facilities sprang up on the premises as a matter of necessity. Snack bars and cafeterias grew on campuses to provide services to day students, staff, and visitors. School education also became distant from homes. Canteen and hostel catering facilities became a necessity for the young and active clients. For government schools, where children could not pay for their food in canteens, subsidized midday meals for children's daily requirements of essential nutrients was initiated. Actually, there are a lot more factors involved in the food service industry in India, but it would literally take us hours if we are to tackle it. Food is a big part of the Indian culture, whether it's an everyday meal prepared lovingly for the family or special celebratory culinary treats made during festivals. Food has always been something that Indians have bonded over. Indians have traditionally prided themselves for eating home cooked meals prepared by cooks in affluent families and women in middle and lower class ones. So the restaurant culture took a while to find a place in the country. While modern restaurants are believed to be a byproduct of the French Revolution, food services per se date back to ancient times. In India, the earliest reference of restaurants dates back to early 250 BC, when taverns or inns provided food to hungry travelers. Street vendors and small stall owners also sold food in local markets and most Indian towns and villages. But the modern day restaurants probably started mushrooming with the spread of colonialism, especially with the growth of the Indian railways and civil services. So, The value of history is that it helps us understand the present and the future. In food service, knowledge of our professional heritage helps us see why we do things as we do, how our cooking techniques have been developed and refined, and how we can continue to develop and innovate in the years ahead. Thus, it is also great to learn the history and foundation of everything. So, to end this discussion, I want to share a quote from Chef Hyken. He said, kindness and courtesy are at the root of the positive customer service experience. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. And this has been Yani on Jazz Nabato. Bye!